I'm not going to speak like putting my face because I'm in bed. But I decided to speak about a little bit what um, I've been dealing for this week, last week. And I'd like to share what I'm dealing with, what I've been dealing with and still dealing with for the past 5 years with an abusive ex-husband and the father of my children. And I want men and women who are in the same situation to not making the same mistake as me, because as long that somebody like that abuse you, you don't report them, you allow them to get power over you. Now they're gonna continue to play mental games. You have to really understand that abusers, they know the system. That's how they protect them. That's how they protect themselves, because they are an abuser. They make sure and they know all the system. And in my case, I am dealing with someone who is a doctor in the medical field, so he knows how to lie, how to I don't even say fraud, I would say. So my daughter had a seizure, and the children complained that he'd been hitting my daughter in the head, and my daughter has a past history of nose bleeding and mouth bleeding. And this man, I can tell you, who call himself a doctor, who enjoy when they give him the title, even he's a chiropractor. And this man is was fighting for his own daughter to not go to see a doctor, a neurologist, to find out what is the reason. Because of course he is the one behind that, because the children were complaining he is hitting them in the head. And he knows if the child go to do an MRI, EEG, they're going to find out the cause of the babies, because the baby was very small. She was only less than 2 years old. When you hit a child in the head, you're gonna cause so many issues. Every time that I had an appointment with the doctor, he canceled the appointment behind my back. And when I arrived to the neurologist, they said, I'm sorry, ma'am, your husband canceled the appointment. And every time he has to go to the appointment with the baby, he was a no-show. Every time they're trying to get appointment for the baby, he put with the plantation school. I will call it the Kiddie Academy. Kiddie Academy. I want to speak about Kiddie Academy, the daycare. This preschool, I advise people to not trust the owner of the school. This owner put out with my ex-husband and the director of the school. Even I registered my both children in the school together. I had the right to go pick up my children. They didn't allow me to pick up my kids, because those people, they are the one that they call flying monkeys. They are the one that put together with abuser to protect them, to go to court. So no abuser is doing his work by himself. That's why when you see they take R. Kelly didn't go to pick up young girls by himself. When they take this man Ashine, I don't know his name, the billionaire who went to get young girl to sleep with him and sleep with Ghislaine and all this thing. He didn't go by himself. He has women working for him. This young woman who has British citizen, American citizen, and French citizen, recruiting young women in South America and saying that I'm going to give you a job as a model, and they think they're gonna come here to model, and they changed those girls as sex slave. And I want you guys to be very aware where you're going to send your children, because there are people right now who open an institute that you will think who are there to protect children, and you go to work, you leave your kids, you're going to leave your kids in a daycare, while the director, the owner of the daycare is not someone that you can trust. Because the reason why I'm saying that, if a director can come between two parents who are divorcing to take a part of one, protect another one, lies for another one, and support a criminals, This person, I can tell you, is not an integrity person that you can leave your children with. And that's what I want to say. When somebody can say sell their soul for money, when somebody can do things they're not supposed to do for money to protect criminals, to protect people, even they see what they're doing is wrong. When I was with my ex-husband, he used to scream on the nanny. And the nanny was crying. I confront my husband to tell him, you don't speak like that to people who is watching your children. I don't care he was my husband, but I know what he was doing was wrong. As a human being, everyone deserves respect. And when somebody is standing to do the things wrong, you have to be strong enough or have integrity, standing for the right thing and tell the person what you're doing is wrong. If you go and decide because of their money, what they have to offer to you or whatever it is, to lie for them and be on the side, you're not a trustworthy person. To come to tell you, this man, he didn't have the right to see his children for over a month because I have a restraining order on him. My son said he almost killed him by lay down on him doing wrestling. And on top of it, my son complained that when the children speaking, he let them sleep on the floor without no cover, right? He's slapping the children. This man was abusive to me. Now I am no longer there, so he's passing his rage on his own 7 years old and 5 years old. Until now, my daughter is still having the same issue, nose bleeding and also seizure. And child protection service, they're still there. He's playing with the law enforcement like they are a joke. He's playing with the child protection service like they're nothing, because he sees one thing with abusers. Once they see that you're not, the only way you can stop a criminals, I understand, is by being firm with them and send them to jail. Sometimes you can't even stop them, to be honest with you. And as long that they see you soft with them, they will continue playing the mind game. And unfortunately, I'm saying that I am not upset of those people because I didn't prove it to them. Because when this man was abusive to me, I was protective over him. And I want you, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in an abusive relationship right now, don't make the same mistake as me. I know in Black community, we are the one to protect our criminals. And that's why in Black community, we have so many crimes. We always crying white people are killing us, but we also killing ourselves. We have to start by respecting ourselves. We have to start by protecting ourselves for people to start protecting us. It's not fair that we've been killing by others, but it's not also fair that we killing each other. This is the time for us to understand that we are destroying her own community, and we allow people to destroy us too, because the way that you carry yourself is the way that people are going to treat you. This man was abusive to me. Now he's turned out to be abusive towards his 7 and 5 years old children. So I had a restraining order. He hired a nonsense lawyer, a liar like him, a manipulator like him, saying that, oh, he didn't get the restraining order served the right way. So the judge has to say, we set the hearing. Now he has access to the kids. Even the kids were crying. My son was crying. He didn't want to go to him. This man took the kids. He took the kids the 12th of May from my hands. He take my son to school, a school he wasn't registered, the 13th of May, if I'm not mistaken. And the school calling him to tell him, your child is not registered. You cannot just leave the child. For almost 3 hours, they told him to pick up the kids. He never come to pick up the kids. While the kids was on his care, the school has to call the police officer, the police to come to the school. And guess what? That's why he didn't probably take the kids to school today and Friday. On top of it, police call him. He still didn't come because police is a joke for him. Police, they are the joke for him because they're playing so soft with him. That's what narcissist does. As long that you are nice with them, you just think, oh, you listen. They will just play you. It doesn't matter you police officer. It doesn't matter you are a judge. It doesn't matter who the hell are you. As long that you are not firm with them, they will just take you as a joke. He didn't come for almost 3 hours. So the police has to call me while I was in the one in care, in custody of my kids, to say, ma'am, please come to the school to register your son. I went and registered my son. And he came to the school like nothing happened. After almost 3 hours, he left his child in the school with no supervisor, nothing. The kids cannot go to school. Even they called him, he couldn't come pick up his child. So, oh, I didn't know, and started laughing like a nonsense man, and giving joke to the police officer and the people in the school. I'm like, what is wrong with this man? And on Friday, he doesn't take the kids to school. Oh, it's supposed to be my time. He doesn't bring the kids to me. And from there, he expected me to just sit there, not sending police to his home to do a police checkup. He didn't bring the kids. It's been 10 days I don't see my kids. He hold the kids. And when the police go to his home, it's been since Friday till today. They go to see, he didn't take the kids to school yet, Friday and today. So they went to his clinic. They went to his home. He wasn't there. Finally, at night, they find him. And guess what? He said he's going to get a no contact order with me. I'm like, this man, is he losing his mind? This is the same man that I left. I was living in Plantation. I went away from a city to another city for him because I really don't want to be around this man. He is so toxic. So evil. So this person, those type of people, I call them monster. The man just sit there, kept his children at home, doesn't take his kid in school, right? He does not take them to school, and he expect me to just be there saying I don't see my kids when it's my time for me and my children. He doesn't bring them to me. And oh, I want a no contact order. Did you push the kids by only yourself? Do you think the kids only have dad? The dad is also the mom. So a lot of things that I want to say. There's some people right now in the world, you just have to leave them alone. Don't touch. They are a no touch. And I remember till now, when I was dating him, he said he was in a relationship for 3 years. And when they broke up, the girl turned crazy. She went in China. The way he makes it, you have to be very careful when people are talking, to get a sense, because sometimes they make things look like you might think, oh, she was crazy because she was in love with him. No. Now I know why the girl turned crazy. I will turn crazy too. When my ex, I wasn't with him anymore, the first thing that I need, it's with my family. I needed support. New York, I needed to be with my family. I needed to be away. And this is what narcissist does to you. They going to break you if you're not strong and make you look crazy. That's why a lot of people who've been to a narcissistic abuse, they either in drugs, they either turn crazy, they either losing their mind. Because those people, they such evil, they such monster. And they such manipulator, and they have other criminals like them working with them to make them more powerful by doing destruction into the world. And not only they doing destruction into to adult, they also doing destruction to young little children. One thing that I want to tell you right now, if you are in an abusive relationship, this is the time for you to speak up. Don't say, oh, don't do like me. I want to protect him. Oh, he's the father of my children. He's the mother of my children. I don't want to put her in jail. Those people, it will be too late for you. You feel bad for them. They don't feel bad for you, because they were born to destroy. They were born to destroy. They weren't born to build. All they think is destroy, not to build. You have to protect yourself. And that's why I call this channel Healing. And I speak the truth that I've been through in order for you to understand, not to allow people to destroy you, and protect yourself. I have my friend right now in Paris, France, who is in a crazy situation. And I could beg that girl, but you know what? Sometimes I get upset, frustrating, because I don't want her to be in the same situation as me. And that's one thing, as black women, her parents, her mother didn't teach us to stand for herself. They taught us to be protective over criminals. And I can tell you, God didn't say in the Bible, God didn't say to protect criminals. God never said to allow injustice happen to your life, to allow your husband to abuse you, to control you, to destroy you. God said to love your wife as you love the church. So when somebody is raising their hands on you, they're calling your names, they destroy your clothes, they're breaking your phone, they're doing all these things, this is the time for you. You don't even want to wait till there. You have to go or call police, get them out, get them locked out before it's too late for you. Because you know what he's doing now? He said he wants to put me in jail. A criminal's looking to put a criminals in jail, to put a victim in jail. And that's what narcissist does. And there's nonsense people who is walking around looking for title. Because I had one of a acquaintance who doesn't even know the man, because she just think, oh, the first thing she said, you're a doctor, you're not stupid. And she started giving him all my information. And that's why the man turned crazy. I didn't speak to this man for a long time. He left me alone. I have to speak up about this thing, because every time I heard people killing themselves due to narcissistic abuse, due to those nonsense, and we just there hiding, and we don't want to speak because we want to protect the nonsense. We want to protect the narcissist. Who taught you to protect an evil person? Who taught you to protect a monster with no soul, evil spirit, darkness? Who told you to do that? When this person is no longer able to abuse you, he will turn against your own children. Those people, they don't have no heart. No heart. The same way they're smiling happy, that's the same way their heart is at home. They are the evil one. And it takes them a long time to get exposed. Look at R. Kelly. He tied his wife in the bed to abuse her. He used young little girl. He peed in little girl's face. And every time he go to court, he win. You know why? Because he has little flying monkey that he paid to lie for him, to make him look good. Oh, he never did that, because he has a team that protect him. And I can tell you right now, a lot of people you see walking around like nothing happened. You don't know what they're doing to others. Don't judge people by what they have. Judge them by their integrity, how they treat others. And sometimes you can't even tell how they treat others if you don't live with them. Because sometimes you see them going to a restaurant, give the best tip to the server, just to show off. But inside, that's not what they really want to do. They're not good people. Who can really tell you who they are? It's people who is working with them for a long time. Their staff, their wives, their mothers, the people, the nanny. They are the one who knows who they are. The children. And now I know for what reason my ex is like that. I'm talking now, it makes all sense to me when he used to come to tell me things. This man, I remember, who I don't even know if this man didn't abuse his staff. I don't know what he been doing outside. I just hope one day he get exposed. Everything that I didn't know will come out, because I know what he's doing to me. I don't know what he done to other people. I don't know, because I remember I gave him a lady to work with him. It was a Haitian lady that was the cousin of the nanny. Every day he come home, how the Haitian lady is bad. Anytime he talked to her, she cried. It's not anytime he spoke to that lady. That lady was pregnant. He was abusing this lady emotionally. Now I know. Because he did the same thing to my nanny. He screamed on the nanny. The nanny will cry. The nanny was tired. He had somebody working in his clinic. Was a lady from Puerto Rico. I didn't know the lady. I forgot, God, I didn't take all those information. The lady said she gonna sue him. I forgot. He said, I don't know if the lady said he touched him, he touched her. I don't know what. I forgot what was the situation, but I know he was very protective over that. And you know, all his friends are lawyers. So he contacted his friend. His friend told him how to speak and intimidate the lady, for the lady to not speak up. Oh, I don't know, but you know those people, you don't know what they're doing. And one thing that I realized with my ex, now I know why. He was very protective. When I mean very protective, the nonsense. We're supposed to be protective for our family, but now I know why. That man, I don't know what he's doing outside. He has a car. He lives in a nice neighborhood. The car is bulletproof. Why you have a car bulletproof when you live in a safe neighborhood? Why? When you are a doctor, you're working in a clinic, what type of nonsense you're doing outside to have bulletproof car? To try to protect yourself all the time. His windows is everything packed. And he always been like, don't speak with people. And I always feel like, is this man okay? Always been protecting over me. You don't know this. Now I know. I know what he's doing to me again. I don't know what he's doing outside. I don't know how many people he's hurting. I don't know how many people he's taking advantage of. I don't know how many people he manipulate. I don't know how many people he's doing those things to. When you see your loved one can do things like that to you, you can imagine outside what they're doing. And I want to speak about that. Why now? If you have someone who doesn't know your value, don't even let a man call you name, or a woman to call you name, to really go deeper and deeper, to just pack your stuff and leave. Don't allow it to be happen. I know sometimes we don't know, we don't see the sign until we get children and things like that. You feel stuck, but when you get the children, when they started acting out, call police on them. Call police on them. Don't protect criminals. Criminals, they don't care for you. Criminals, they don't care for you. Criminals, they are there to destroy you. They plan their own thing. So he didn't send the children to school. He didn't answer the phone, so he can say, oh, I'm gonna put a no contact order for me. I don't even see the man. I see him as, it's like the fact that they see you survive without them, you live without them, you free, they are unhappy, they are sad. I feel like I never met even a woman. You know how women, they like drama? I never know even the worst woman as a friend in my life like my ex-husband. My ex-husband, to be honest with you, I don't see him as a man. Sometimes I said, is this man gay? Because a real man will not act that way. But this is how narcissist people act. They're not normal. The man will act like a woman. He will be dramatic. He will create his own drama. He will lies in your face. He will create trouble. He will be worse than a female, and not even a regular female. Because guess what? A good woman don't act that way. This man always in court. Always in court. But he is in court playing like he's the victim. She always calling me. When you call people in court, you try to take their kids away, of course they will fight back. So don't call people in court and think, play the victim. I have to speak about it, Prince Zoro Zabel, because you know what? I feel like I need to share to people, because a lot of people, I've learned the word narcissist. I've learned what really helped me to leave this abusive relationship was knowledge. Without knowledge, to be honest with you, I will never ever be able to live. There are women and men right now who are living the worst or the same situation that I was living. They don't know how to deal with it, and they're not educated enough. I know you said I give him power, but I'm not talking to him. That's my call in life, to speak to women and men who are dealing with that. Because when you're dealing with this type of situation, to be honest with you, some people, they commit suicide. It's very deep. If you never deal with this type of situation as a narcissist, it's very mental. It's hard. And they make sure you don't have no support system. They manipulate you. They make sure you leave your friends, you leave your family. They put everybody against you so you can be in an island by yourself. And me couldn't do that to me, because I don't allow people to do that to me. You met me with my family, you will not remove me from my family. But he makes sure I never had friends. He was controlling. Thank you, Prince Zoro Gabel. I understand that that I am, to be honest with you, I move on from him. It's been almost 5 years. I move on from him. It's just my children. My heart is broken for them, because now he's abusive. He's abusing my children, and he's a doctor. He knows how to mess up the system. He knows a lot of things. Less than 6 months ago, they said my children health insurance has been there was a fraudulent thing. They, like, all the information has been my children history, like medical history, has been deleted. And he was the first person that come to my mind, because he has his little computer in the room. It's like you know who you're dealing with. So a lot of things that I'm dealing with, I need to speak about it, because I'm sure there are people dealing with the same thing, the same exact thing. And I have to I really need to speak about that, to expose him. I need to speak. He has money, but I need to speak up about what he's doing. He has power. He has people working for him. He knows how to manipulate the system. He knows how to make himself look good. He knows how to prepare for a case. Like, okay, today I'm not taking my child to school. Tomorrow I'm not taking her. I'm not take them to their mother. So she gonna call. It's like, who does that? And after, when the police go to check on the kids, oh, she's bothering me. How are you going to take a kids away from their mother for 10 days, and you think the mother will be fine to not question about the kids? Who does that? What type of man are you? This is a man who wants to come back to me in April 2021. Since I tell the man no, the man turned out crazy. He is in rage. People need to respect others' decision. Not because somebody doesn't want to be with you anymore, you have to destroy them. And when you do that, you push the person farther and farther away from you. I have to speak, because, to be honest with you, if I don't speak, if you're dealing with this type of situation, you don't share it. Yeah, I know that. You know, he kept my kids away from me for like a long time. That's oh, what I did. He kept my kids away from me for a long time, and I didn't like it was hurting. But guess what? I was focused on my life. You don't know what he did when he find out I registered my business, and that's why you cannot trust people. This girl that I brought to my home, and she went to tell him my plan. She went to tell him, and I didn't even sell any product yet. I was just preparing my thing. And this man called me in court asking me to pay child support, asking me for the proof of my business. Who does that? When you make more money than I, you have 2 clinics, and I don't ask you for anything. You play so much game. I just focus on my life and my children. So that's why you have to be very careful when you're dealing with narcissists, what type of people you allow to enter in your life, because there are some people right now who just come to your life to expose you, like to just be friend with your worst enemy, and they can put you in trouble. Because a lot of those people, when they are not happy, they want to make people worse than them. That girl, she is so unhappy in her life. But me, even I'm not with that man, that man was in my life, you know. Because you are not with a man, that doesn't mean that is the end of the day. And especially I move on from him. Some people, they can't move from one thing to another thing. It's like they stuck. And so he makes sure that he get information from that girl, and that girl wasn't my friend, to be honest with you. My good friends in France, he will never get information from my good friends in France. He didn't have a lawyer. His lawyer quit because he doesn't listen. The lawyer got tired of him. He hired a liar. I have a lawyer now. The lawyer said his lawyer is a liar because he's known for that, manipulative like him. And again, one thing that I want to say, if you're dealing with a narcissist, the lawyer's gonna be exactly like them. They will make sure they hired somebody who has the same personality, the same probably narcissist like them. So get ready for the fight. Yeah, this man, to be honest with you, I call him Gosoulier. If you understand the word Gosoulier in Creole, because I never seen a man in my life. He's not my first man. He's the first man that I live with. I never get married before him and live with a man, but I never seen a man in my life, anybody, even a woman, so toxic. Like so toxic. He hates his mother. He hates his sister. I don't know. I remember his family lived with me. I cried the way he spoke to his family. I said, Lord, how did I get into this nonsense? The way he spoke about his mother, about his sister. He's speaking to her, she will cry. He doesn't care. Well, I've been seeing ça fait plus de 4 ans ma pour psychologue. I take care of myself. I'm not the type of person who just like, oh, I can deal with it by myself. I'm not like that. I know when you're dealing with this type of craziness, you have to get help. You have to. If I didn't get help, you think I will still be there? I will still focus on myself? You know, people who deal with this type of situation, they turn crazy if they don't take care of themselves mentally. That's why I take a lot of times. I spent a lot of times with me. After God, I am my best friend. I didn't know that. You don't understand. I was in a long distance relationship. I used to live in New York. He lives in Florida. Se lem fin fè ti moun pou mesia, koun ya famin vine dem, se les a mwen mesia kouè moun fou. How do you know? How do you know when you were long distance relationship and the person didn't? And when I moved with him after 3 months, he married me. Those people, they don't give you time to study them. And when you're young, I got married at 22. That's what you don't understand. When you're young, you're naive, you're easy. This man was way much older than I. He knows he has his issue. If I know right now, you think I will have kids for a nonsense man like this? Never. Now I am so I be careful even to date, to be honest with you. Even dating someone, I take my time and understand, because there's some mistake you make in your life, it can cost you really, really a lot. And if you're not strong, you can even lose your life in it. It's not like you there's a lot of things you don't know. You know when it's too late. You know when you know, it's like, well, it's never too late because we're no longer together. But and that's the thing, because you have to understand, people like that, they know they have an issue, but they refuse to fix it. People who has those type of problems, they like they lack of empathy, and they also always need someone to be around them. Some of them, they never had love. They parents, him and his mother, they never had this mother and the son relationship. So it's like a man who wanted a woman to always be there for him. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. I appreciate. I try not to let the trap, and he can't never trap me, to be honest with you. He think he trapped me, he trapped himself, because at the end of the day, I'm still living. Believe it or not, God give me a way of thinking. I don't let people take my peace away. But the thing that I'm worried is for my children, because when you see, it's a very dangerous situation when you see parents are using children against each other. It's not the right way to do things. It's really not the right way. And I want to speak about it because I do believe that if you speak, I'm telling you, when I was in relationship with him, I didn't know what's going on. I bought this book and I started reading the book. That's when I find out so much. Like reading the book, I feel like I was reading my life. Until now, I never finished reading the book. I started crying, and from there I started searching for the words on Google, and I went on YouTube and I hear other people's story, and I said, wow, that's exactly what I'm living. Knowledge is power. And when you don't live you never live in you never experience some situation, and you don't have no knowledge, you don't know how to deal with it, and you're gonna be stuck. And at a point, I felt stuck. I don't like feeling stuck in no situation. I don't. And I had to do my research, and that's why I said I have to do the same thing. I have to share what I'm dealing with on YouTube, because I had people that helped me out. Like those videos, they were the one that, and I'm still watching videos about those type of people, to be honest with you. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, I can't believe it. And the thing is, I don't know how the he cannot break me. He can use the system. To be honest with you, I am a faithful person. If he could break me, he will break me already. You know, people like that. One thing that I know, whatever you're doing, he will turn against you. Now, this man actually, he been doing things since I left him. He hired so many people. One day he gonna turn broke like R. Kelly. He hires so many people. I am the only one fighting him, and I'm not even the one that fight him. I think God is not. I think I do believe God is the one that fighting him. To be honest, he can hire all the United States in Jesus' name. He will not be able to cause my failure. I'm telling you right now. He can do everything he wants. That's why last time he left his kids in school, he left the kids in school. He couldn't even go take the kids. He created his own case. For me, they call police on him. When you try to manipulate the system, you try to manipulate others. One thing about the United States, sometimes when you see they looking at you, they act like they don't see anything. They want more and more information. Yourself, you're gonna cause what they call self-sabotage. That's what he's going to cause for him. I don't worry about, I know myself. I don't have nothing to hide. I didn't do nothing wrong to him. I never abused my children. My children would never say, Mommy hit me, Mommy do this, Mommy do that. He is an abuser. Even his own children. To be honest with you, I never thought he could be abusive towards his own children. Now it turned out to be to turn against his own children. I think because he thought, oh, having two kids, I can get her back. Now he see the kids cannot allow him to get me. You know, some women, even they left a man, they will still sleep with him because they need help. I don't do those nonsense thing. I'm no longer with you. Stay in your way. I stay in my way. And I don't even want to see that man. I'm very strict with him. So he's turning crazy now against the kids. He can't do no harm to me. Believe it or not. He can't do no harm to me. He cannot do no harm to me. He would be the one to turn crazy. He told me, he said, you are a very strong woman. You are very strong woman. When people told you that, they know what they're doing. They know how they attack you and they cannot get you back. But he really is a evil spirit person, to be honest. He really and this is the type of people who is walking around acting like they are professional. That's why I don't judge people because of what they have, because some people, those people, it's so easy for them to hide. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, it's not like men didn't come to me. At a point, I'm the type of person, to be honest with you, before I start a relationship, I have to be healed. And there's a point in my life, like 3-4 years ago, I needed to be healed. I wasn't ready for a relationship. Now, yes, I can have a relationship, because what he did to me, I am over it. The only way he get to me, I get upset. It was really bad before, is by holding my children. Now I understand that he's using the kids to make me angry, to make me sad, you know. And before it was really hard for me, because you know, I have to teach myself to live with this nonsense man. And to me, I saw him as a monster. This is like an evil spirit who is walking without with no soul, no heart. He's just evil, and he just wanna destroy others. And at this point, I always question myself when I go to therapy. I said, why? I was trying to understand how there's people like that, why he is like that, what did happen, what happened to him. You keep questioning, what did I do wrong, right? Now I understand. I completely understand. There are people like that, and they just hurt people. Some of them is because they've been hurt, and he didn't have love. And instead of him get healed and understand that, you know, I didn't have love from my parents, but that doesn't mean I cannot find love somewhere else and try to get healed. And that's why healing is a very, very, very important thing. My ex is a very co-independent person. He cannot stay by himself. And I can tell you, that's why I've been single for so long. Yes, he had a very broken childhood. And that's why I stayed with him for 5 years. I felt sorry for him. That's why now when I manage they is trying to get to know me, the first thing that I ask, what was your childhood looks like? And what was your relationship with your parents? It's very, very important because men they are very fragile human beings. People always think woman is the one that needs that need their mother. Men need their mother a lot. When men didn't have a good mother in their lives, you know what happened? They turn against women. They become haters. They become abuser. They become, it's really, really important to you're crazy. It's very important to have good parents in your life, because this thing can really, really follow you all the way. All the way. And I can tell you, my dad, he was just a loving person, and the way that I am loving, caring is all from my dad. And I have some of tough of my mother's side too, but my parents, I don't have nothing to say about them, nothing. Because I realized that my parents didn't have a lot. And that's why I'm scared, let me tell you something. I'm not the type of nonsense woman who is fighting over a man using my children against him. This is nonsense. To be honest with you, the man, he's in a better position financially than I. If the man was like a fully healed, healthy mentally, I will not fight him. You want your babies more time? Get your baby more time. They are not only for you. They will always love me. I am their mother. I always tell women, or men, if this person is better financially and also good parent, don't fight. Just go focus on yourself. And when you come back, you ready financially, you ready, focus on you. You see all this thing is doing to me. He think I'm sad. When I don't have my kids, I'm working on myself. And one day he gonna see me, he's gonna be like, wow, I can never get back to that lady. That lady, when you think she's sad, you think I'm sad, I'm crying in my bed. I'm working on myself. When you make me cut my hair, I was preparing my all. You crazy. I'm not looking for a relationship. I've been practicing celibacy for a long time now. Like every time I tell a man I am practicing celibacy, they won't. So I feel like I did so much. I made so much. How do you say? I did so much sin because with that man. And they said karma. I feel like that's what I'm paying for. When the Bible is the best thing ever to read, to be honest with you, to follow the best advice sometimes, because when they told you don't do something, there's a reason why. I was so like having this bad soul connection with him. When I left him, it took me a long time to forget him. Now I'm like, wow, why did I get connected with a nonsense, crazy, evil spirit like that? It takes me a long time to forget him. And thank God, once I forget him, oh my God, I feel power. I feel so powerful. I feel in thank God, because I was thinking, oh, this man that I love, but I was in love with with an imposter, not even the person that I thought that he was. When I find out really who he was, I'm like, no, 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 that's not for me. That is, and sometimes I question myself. I said, how did I fall in love with someone like this? Now I know, because he sell an image of himself, a portrait that he wasn't, you know. And when you can't lie forever, when I find out who he was, after we have kids, we live together, and that's all. I am the one who loves you. But why your name is Prince Zo Zorobabel Ata Yovi Ai Boloko Illuminati? Can you ask me what this name means? I am a godly woman. Why you have this name? I'm sure you always hear me talking about God. Why Illuminati? Are you in the Illuminati? Yeah, so I don't allow him to hurt me, and I think that's his worst. You know how much he's paying a lawyer per hour? $480. He's paying a nonsense lawyer to fight for him, to keep giving him paper, paper, paper. Like, at the end of the day, what do you get from that? Why don't you just focus on you and your children? Just make peace with your ex-wife. You cannot get her, fine. Life continues. She's not the last woman in the world. You can get better. Just move on and focus on the best interest of your children. That's what I don't understand. But narcissists doesn't care. They just care about themselves. They needs, they this, they that. Is them, 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 them. They don't care. And this type of man has women running after him. Lord Jesus, I'm just I'm a godly man too. Illuminati means someone who is unlighted inside. If you read the Bible, you know more about the name of Zorobabel. It was given to me in my dream, and I kept it since then. Illuminati is not the thing that the religion that those famous people sell their soul for money. That's not what it is. That's what I heard Illuminati is. I've been hearing about Illuminati. Where is my phone? Let me look for the name that you just told me. Somebody tell me until I get remarried and have, have my husband, that's when you're gonna leave me alone. But I'm not the type of woman who doing things just to make others jealous. I wanna take my time, and I don't wanna be the one to find a man. I want God to find it for me, because from what I make, the decision that I made, I clearly wasn't smart enough to make the best decision. So I don't want to make the same mistake. No. No, never heard what you heard. What? Never trust what you heard on the internet, dear. Illuminati is a Latin word means. Oh, I will not call myself Illuminati. To be honest. Illuminati mean. Laisse voir la définition de Illuminati. C'est quoi? Oh, illuminer. Je comprends ce que tu veux dire. Mais pourquoi tu vas t'appeler Illuminati quand tu as entendu plein de choses qui c'est pas même parler français, ça me va quand même. Désolé. Illuminati meaning. Illuminati is a name given to several groups, both real and fictions. Historical, the names usually refers to the Bavarian Illuminati, secret society founded on May 1776 in Bavaria, today part of Germany. Okay, so it is what it is. That's what they said. What is the Illuminati? Ok, laisse voir. Alors, c'est une société secrète. The Illuminati, plural of Illuminatus, enlightenment. Yes, you are right. Is a Latin word. Is a name given to several groups, both real and fictitious. Historically, the name usually refers to the Bavarian Illuminati, an Enlightenment era secret society founded on 1st of May 1776 in Bavaria, today part of Germany. The society's goal were to oppose superstition, obscurantism, religious influence over public life, and abuses of state power. The order of the day, they wrote in the general statutes, is to put an end to the machinations of the j'arrive pas à lire ça. Of injustice, to control them without dominating them. The Illuminati along Freemasonry. Ok, voilà. Ça c'est and other secret society were outlawed. Anyways, that's what they said. That's what they said about your thing, petite. The values of present fraternity. Well, if you believe in God, pray for me and pray for my children. Pray for God to really, really expose him, because there's this man, the only way that I think that he can be in trouble is by him exposing himself. Because when people focus so much, that's why I try not to focus on what he's doing. Like, one thing that really helped me is praying, dancing, and doing my thing. This keep me going. Because when you focus too much on negativity, you're gonna cause negative to yourself. I've learned that in my divorce. When he was fighting me, it is a secret society. You will never know anything about it unless you are a part of it. But your happiness matters more than the Illuminati. I pray for you, dear. I sent you my purest love, godness. Okay, so you a part of it? I am very, very curious. I like to know. Are you a part of it? So, yeah, so I had to pray a lot, and God really helps me. I didn't even know I was that strong, to be honest with you. This man exposed my power. Yeah, I want to know if you are in it because you said I will never know until I am in it. Are you in it? Secret. Mm. So pray the Lord for me, not the Illuminati. Sometimes I think my ex-husband is in this type of society because they said this type of them, they have so much power. And I have my friends, she been with a man who is in this type of Freemason, I don't know. She said everywhere you look for help, she told me, she said you will not find help. Even he's wrong, you will see. And I cannot believe that I am in the United States. This man he did so many wrong. He neglect his children. He cancel appointment after appointment when the child is sick. Order. He doesn't follow no rules. And he just get away with mother. But you know what? God said his time is not ready yet. That's one thing that I know. I do have trust. I have faith, I mean. Tomorrow, what time is it? Tomorrow I have to work. Oh my God, it's 12. It's 12 a.m. You a Haitian queen, of course you strong. Greatest Salabticos. The ex-husband not a Freemason. He will never treat you that way. Me as a Freemason will treat women like goodness with a... Oh, you a Freemason. Oh, I didn't know that. So what is about Freemason? That they told me that you guys know everyone, so that's, I don't know. So what he is? You sounds like you have so much knowledge about those private society. What he is? Est-ce que li ba nan criminel? M'mande que ça lié. I don't know because I don't think you a normal. I think everyone who is a narcissist, they not normal. Kendall Jenner. So why you have to c'est quoi Freemason? C'est quoi Freemason? Freemason symbol. The square compass. What is this? Oh. Can you tell me why you joined Freemason? Freemason beliefs. Freemason of Masonry refers to fraternal organizations that trace the origins to the local cults of Stomason that from the end of the 13th century regulated the qualifications of stone masons and the interaction with authorities and clients. C'est quoi ça? C'est où je suis. Authorities and clients. Modern Freemasonry broadly consists of two main recognition groups. As Freemasons, we are builders of this modern society. We empower women. We built hospitals, school. I joined Freemasonry because it was a call from within. You must be choosing to be part of it. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. The interaction with authorities and client, modern Freemasonry. Okay, I already read that. Regular Freemasonry insists that a volume of scripture be opened in a working lodge, that every member profess belief in a supreme being, that no woman be admitted. Why no woman be admitted? And that the discussions of religion and politics be banned. What? Continental Freemasonry consists of the jurisdictions, oh là là, j'ai dit ça en français, that have removed some of all of these restrictions. The basic local organization unit of Freemasonry is the lodge. This private lodge is. It is true. I'm reading about your religion. So I came here to speak about this nonsense man, and you change to speak about religions that I'm not even interested in. But you know what? I said what I had to say. Have a wonderful day, because it's already 12 past 12. Oh my God, it's late. And thank you for sharing with me some of these things, because even I don't believe in those things, but it's always good to know. Than being ignorant, not knowing what's going on. And also, thank you for sharing that this man, I agree, giving him attention is not a good thing, but I'm not giving him attention. It's just I have to speak about what's going on. I have to share what he's doing and to the world. If I become famous, he better don't allow me to become famous, because he will be number one. I will take. Okay, Freemasonry was made for men, but some lodges accept women right now. Freemasonry is not a religion, dear. It is a secret society. What's your real name? We need to talk more and keep in touch. It is a secret society? Merci, frère. Ah, pas besoin de parler, non? Devez me donner. Oh my God, I don't know what I did. Oh merde. I left. I left without wanting to leave. Yes, so mwen pe bagay sa yo. Non, mwen pe. Mpa pe non, mse petit bon di, but mwen rete kote bagay mwen pa vle la don, But keep me in your prayer. I know even you are in your private society, but you believe in God. Keep me in your prayer. And keep my children in your prayer also, because this is really, really a situation that I feel like this is, to me, it's, how can you call this? I had the name, I completely forget. I feel like this man is a persecution. Please don't use God. I've been watching, listening to things they said it's not from God. Anyways, I will pray about it and God will tell me what is Freemason, because I never been in it. I know somebody in it. So God can tell me, like you said, don't speak about something that I don't know. That is very, very true. But one thing that I do, I had a lot of things about it. So I think it's my time to go, guys. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you for listening. Feel free to share the message. My message is speak up. When somebody is abusive, don't try to protect them. You can't protect criminals. And that's something that we have to learn in our community, that when somebody hurts you, Don't try to protect yourself by beating them. Call the law enforcement, because those people, they will turn against you to put you in trouble. Even they abuse you, they will make you. I know a girl who came. She from France. She was born in France, Haitian like me originally. She came here and met this crazy man, abused her. Guess what? The man called. She was living in Georgia in a very racist place. I know his name, I know if he is part of us, but no Freemason in the world will treat a queen like that. You are a queen and I adore you. I praise you just the way you are. Beautiful queen. Thank you. Well, you know his culture. You want to know his name? I can give you his name and tell me if he's one of you. Um so his culture also is, you know, in his culture, one thing that I've learned about Nigerian culture is the woman has to beg the man. In Haitian culture, it's not like that. Like when you, oh please, please, please. I'm like, what is that? You know, the man is treating the woman bad, and the woman, his mother telling me that's what we do. I say what? So he is from a different culture than I, and even if he was a Freemason or not, when you were born a certain way, raised for 30 something years, 40 years like that, not a private society going to change you, you know. um I think children take more than 80% of the parents, the way the parents, the values that their parents give them. He's Nigerian. What the heck? He would treat you like a slave. What the heck? Yes, he's Nigerian. That's, you think he was Haitian? He is Nigerian. I don't wanna be like, oh, Haitian men will never do that, but I don't think Haitian men. I never heard Haitian men go above and crazy like that. Haitian men don't keep calling they. To be honest with you, his culture has a lot to do with him. Even he was born in the United States. They took him to Nigeria at 5 years old. So he was raised there till 18 years old and come back here. So this is someone who is already, who has already the culture in him. And his family, they have the culture. His dad is just this tough man. His mother is just this no love. And like my problem with him, I'm this woman from Haiti who was raised all my life in this love country, Paris, that people love, that they know how to love. I am this soft-hearted person, and I am with this harsh-hearted evilness. It will not work. They said opposite attract. When it's too far away, it will distract, not attract. Yeah, him and I, we don't have nothing in common. Nothing. Like we're not good match at all. Nothing. We're not from the same world. We don't have the same family values. This, we don't have nothing. I don't know how I get with him. And he studied me to make me believe that he has a lot in common with me, but that was a lie. Haitian men are different, dear. We will never take your children away from you. Pas fin jwen, te pale de mesi atate. Non, 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 mpa bezwen neg anko. Neg, mbal pou neg mwen a Paris kounya. Ok? Neg Etats-Unis se problem. Ke ite Haitien te Nigerien. Nigerien men me pi go diap. La plupart de yo, ye? Yo gen yon kultur fam baka anyen. Se tobe, but au mwen Haitien men map trompe yo. Ah, neg Etats-Unis se problem tade. Pays sa son pays problem. Yo kreye pays ya comme ça. And I'm telling you, this country was built for money, not for family. I can tell. If you live in Europe, well, ou grandi la. Depuis yon moun vini isi ya, ou grandi la. It becomes like your culture. It becomes, I know you Haitian, but when you're used to something, you don't even see it. Oh, ou soti Haiti ou te tout nan bagay sosyete sa, ou gen sou fwem. Dezon selman gen la, e ben pa kite, ou met al cheche ti madam ou an Haiti, oui, pare, isi apetit mwen, fwem ke gason. Se problem, oui. Mpe moun isi vwe, oui. Moun isi yo, surtout moun Florida. Yap gwen da vel. Yap gwen da vo, yap manti. Ba fè yo konfians di tout. Yo konen tout le wafè bon. Tout le afò bon yo konen. Neg sa, ite bezwe fèm pase nan je e gwi. Neg Afrike se neg ki pou manje ou mette. Yo manje viande ou apre yo krase zoa, yo souse zoa. Yo bred lo de el oui. Apre pou yo tombe danse. Oh! Quoi? Mba éclairé pour moi de mon ouais, pays ça. I've been to what you've been to, but I am tough. Oh wow, sorry. Ki jon fè ki te fòm fè ça? Moi-même, m'te jeune, pas de connaître. Si c'est qu'on y a, mais c'est ça, m'fout li dans prison. M'te ke doit pas mettre li dans prison. Tout parce que someone qui gen bon kem bavli. I don't like drama. I wanted peace. But one thing that I've realized, you cannot have peace with everyone. Some people, they're not peaceful people. They enjoy drama. So even you want peace, they don't want peace. They will look for trouble. Ou gen petit avel? Do you have... How did you get away like that? Maybe she wasn't a narcissist. She wasn't this type of... She probably was tough and mean, but not those people with mental issue. I was also married, and the fact that ces femmes nan kite bon papier, ite pou avantage de ça. Mais c'est bien compté, mal calculé. Yeah, it's the same for me. But I wasn't with him for that. And he is stupid because I'm a French citizen. I came here to learn English. I didn't come to get my green card or anything. He just said nonsense, man. And nobody, it doesn't matter where you're from. When you love someone, it's you're supposed to help that person to be a better person. Like, if someone is struggling, you can help them. Your loved one, what is wrong with that? I don't understand. Nèg en France, blanc yo prale juste en Afrique al pour femme qui pa gen rien mène yo en France ba yo papier mette yo nan gros kay traité yo koué reine. Nèg États-Unis koué m'pa connait la plupart de yo franchement. Aux femmes États-Unis, yo pense papier m'pa connait ça papier. Bon, m'ge papier ça si c'est pas pour ti moun moi, m'ta prend paquet moi mal en force pour mal prendre un break. M'de kon voyager chaque 3 mois depuis l'em nan vieux pays ça, ou travail ou pas même ka voyager tout le temps. Et voilà, la vie ça m'te besoin. M'de juste vle gen droit vivre dans pays ça, m'pas je vle rester là. Et USA never been my a country that I want to live forever. And I think li connaît ça, c'est pour ça li fait si moun, si on façon pour marier pied, va ka bon ça yo. Moi, m'tap juste voyager. Vim, c'était pour me faire voyage, faire business, moi, dans différents pays. Pas venir rester dans pays, ça. Oh, wow. You know, my ex, he did the same. He called the police. He said, I hurt him. The police came. The police said, did he hurt you? Because the police said a small woman like me. And a tall man like this saying that I'm hurting him. The police know something wrong. It's so sad how people in here they are. And that's why people told me, li tellement focus sur moi. Oh mon Dieu, m'pas jamais moun focus sur moun comme ça. Mais si ap dépenser l'argent pour le goumer avec. Dis mes amis, ton bay famine l'argent ça. Mais si ap paye moun blanc pile kob. $480 par l'heure. Hey! Wow! It's sad. Parce que yo toujours pensé. Ou ba konen sal gen la. Lem te kite l pot koge papye. I voye papye yo. Pot. M pot koge papye 10 ans. Kouli ali di la fe Donald Trump depote m nan France. M pap jom wè petit man kol ke beti moun yo. M di ok. C'est petit li. M pa jom te abuse ti moun yo. I never seen him abuse the children before. But when I left, I guess, when he called police on me, I went to law school in Haiti. I am a lawyer in my country, just trying to go back to school in the US. Oh. Okay, that's good. So, when, that's a good thing to do. The law, it's very good to know what's going on because this country, the law, they create their own law. They work on they also use their own law against you unfairly. So li di la fe ou deporte kounya nan m di ok li ke vet petit li m di ok li ba vle m poti moun yo ok mal New York mal l'école mal fe affaire mal fe modeling mwen mais si a tout non diable li relem nan tribunal li relem dis li relem dat kounya al tade m fe ti l'huile mwen li di kon sa pou m paye l oh li mande pou m bay papier business pou m bay papier dis pou m bay like what Kounia, et vous le connaissez la vie. C'est quoi son FBI li, oui? Et comme s'il pas gagne une vie à tête li, ville c'est pour moi. Hier pendant mon téléphone moi ou connaît un téléphone moi connecté avec Facebook moi bagay, tellement gagné un message y a dit pour me connecter sur YouTube ou bagay yo mande. Yeah, I am divorced. When I divorced him, he asked me to go back to him. C'est pour ça la gourmet, he wants to come back to me. I said no. I told him never. I said I will prefer die. I prefer mourir than going back to you. So he knows. He never thought that I will be able to leave him. So he's dealing. Li nan gros kay li. Il pa di m pap jom kitel. Il se gros docteur. Li nan gros kay. Oh, m pap kitel. Si jom ta fe kitel. Li gale pense paske l ban mwen nou. M ba fom Etats-Unis mwen men. Se fom la France mwen. M ba kite neg achete m avek l'ajan. Lò fe frika avem. Wap jou m matin midi soir. Wap di m beti. Koun ya la mwen men m pale. Wit avew. Li pas forcé m'tap quitter. Quand y a li nan gros kay li ba ke li même, li ko un moun fou. J'en tap goumen pour kay ça. Ou quitter kay moi, quitter si, quitter ça. Depuis yon nèg ap joué femme comme ça son Massissi. Nèg qui a parlé quoi femme c'est Massissi. Peut-être li nan Massissi. Devant bon Dieu dans ciel, bon Dieu pardonne. Des fois me dit, "Gonjoul te joué me joué, me dit est-ce qu'on a Massissi?" Me dit non qu'il tim les garçons. J'ai grandi en France pendant toute ma vie. Je dis, où qu'elle est dans Massissi? C'est pour ça que je dis, moi, c'est un French citizen. Si mon moi, je me bagay tout. Depuis que moi, je gagne pour petit, moi, je lave. Je bagay tout pour me c'est ça. Et du coup, les fou qu'on y a. Et pour ça, je me dis, l'argent, c'est important, c'est pas tout. Parce que, il vient de plus d'argent qu'elle aime avec, pour être malheureux. Si elle va faire attention, elle détruit tête li parce que là on fait bagay ça yo. Ya on les police après, police a surveiller les gars pas ouais. Il va voir police Jean police sous lui là. Et parce qu'elle pas ouais. Bien sûr, je suis trop classe pour lui. Ce mec là, c'est pour ça qu'il a la rage. Tu sais, si je sortais directement d'Haïti, il allait me faire plus de problèmes. Hein? Parce que quand je l'ai laissé, je lui ai dit, je retourne en France. Et il sait que j'ai rien à foutre. Mais ce mec, c'est un vrai connard. Laisse-moi de ne pas parler comme ça, franchement. Il a tellement la rage contre moi. C'est un homme qui a tellement de problèmes. Moi, je comprends pas. Ça, c'est pas de l'amour. Hein. C'est vraiment, vraiment de la haine. J'ai jamais vu une personne comme ça. Oui, mon ex, c'est un diable en personne. Ça, on peut le dire. Il se bat avec moi devant sa maman. Moi, j'ai jamais vu une personne comme ça. Jamais. Et tu le vois avec son truc sur lui, tout en blanc, monsieur le docteur criminel. Bien sûr, c'est ce qu'il voulait faire. En fait, je suis partie, je l'ai laissé. Il a appelé la police, il m'a dit de laisser sa maison. Il va mettre un restraining order contre moi. Sinon, tu vas voir, tu vas... J'ai dit, ok, pas de problème. Ce mec, c'est un malade, hein? Tu vois, les gens aux États-Unis, ça veut rien dire qu'ils vont à l'école. C'est des gens qui ont des problèmes mentaux, la plupart d'eux. J'ai jamais rencontré des gens comme ça dans ma vie en France. Jamais. Je n'ai pas dit qu'il n'y a pas des gens comme ça. Mais tu ne le vois pas aussi souvent. Non, je ne suis plus à New York. Je vivais à New York. Je suis en Floride en ce moment. Parce que mes enfants, ils sont en Floride. Du coup, le fait que mes enfants, ils m'ont dit qu'ils les abusent tout le temps. Du coup, je suis obligée d'être là pour savoir ce qui se passe. Je suis obligée d'être là et pour protéger mes enfants. La seule chose qui pour arriver, mais c'est ça pour vraiment, vraiment bagaille tête li, c'est juste pour lui, comment on appelle ça, pour lui exposer tête li tout seul. Après, ou soit le doit faire un monde mal, le fait qu'il pensait pouvoir nommer, lui dévoiler, mais comment il est tellement malé, il a tellement de corruption à l'intérieur de lui, tu sais, tu vois là où il vient, tu connais déjà. Du coup, ce serait vraiment, vraiment difficile de prouver tout ce qu'il a fait, quoi. Mais là, vous mettez mes sous les tout. Non, 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 non. Moi, je sors pas avec les gens qui sont dans les sociétés privées. Hein. Je t'ai déjà dit. Hein. J'ai déjà assez de problèmes. Alors, les sociétés privées, là, il faut les laisser. Hein. Comme les Africains. Il faut laisser. Hein. Il faut... Société privée, c'est pas pour moi. Parce que j'ai tellement entendu comment on appelle ça, les maçons, je sais pas quoi là, et aussi je sais pas quoi, des Illuminati. Oh non, j'ai trop peur de ça. C'est pas que j'ai peur, mais j'ai pas besoin d'être. Tu peux pas adorer des choses. Soit que tu es avec Dieu. Je sais que tu as dit que c'est pas une religion, mais c'est quoi encore? Moi, je sais pas c'est quoi la différence entre société privée. Je pense pas que Dieu, il a des sociétés privées, pour être honnête avec toi. Et j'ai même ma copine en France qui m'a dit, elle était avec un gars qui était dans le maçon. Il lui a fait vraiment, vraiment galérer. Parce qu'ils ont tellement de pouvoir, ils connaissent, en fait, ils sont connectés. Vous êtes connectés, c'est ça le problème. Est-ce que c'est pas vrai? Parce que ma pote, elle m'a expliqué, hein. C'est une journaliste en France. Mais belle. Vous avez oublié bagay société privée. Vous pensez si ça, yo t'a dit, yo c'est vrai. Des francs-maçons, t'as quitté une femme sortie pour le bêtiser avec. Ah, mon cher, fille a galette que diable parle tout. Parce que Haïtien, par exemple, c'est nos sauves. Ça qui grandit en Haïti. La plupart d'eux, je ne vais pas dire tous, la majorité. Du coup, j'ai l'impression... tu sais pas. Côté fille maintenant, est-ce que Ogeti Monavel, le pouvoir qu'on a, c'est pour faire du bien, non du mal. On est là pour élever l'âme vers son plus haut idéal. C'est ça. C'est ce que j'ai entendu. Ils ont dit qu'il y avait même un spécial sur ça. Et quand tu viens dans la société, ils te font savoir tu es là pour l'humanité et tout. Et après... Et après, c'est pas vrai. Part d'enfant, elle a laissé la maison avec plus de... Quoi? Des dettes pour que je paye. Comment ça? Pas d'enfant, elle a laissé... Oh, vous étiez mariés légalement. C'est une quoi? C'est une haïtienne? Ah, il faut... Mais au moins, elle a laissé la maison. Tu changes la maison sur ton nom. Purée. Ben, si j'étais toi, j'allais échanger. Je sais pas dans quelle ville tu vis. Maintenant, la Floride est plus chère que New York. And raised here in the US. Fashion parent, of course. Wow. Ben, si j'étais toi, si la maison elle est grande, je l'aurais louée, fait un peu d'argent avec. Ou même pas louer, faire Airbnb, si c'est dans un beau quartier. Comme ça, la maison paye lui-même. Peut-être c'est pour ça ex-moi en fou. Oui, nex a tellement en folie. Il y a plein de dettes. On quitte la dette li parce que li plein machine, li plein ci, li plein ça. Là où mon yo a fait moun fou comme ça. Je suis à West Palm Beach, j'ai vu un peu. Ok, West Palm Beach, c'est un bon endroit. Et du coup, ben, tu peux dire merci à Dieu que tu avais pas des enfants avec elle, hein. Parce que les gens comme ça, je connais pas ton ex, je vais pas trop parler mal. Mais les gens qui ont la mentalité comme ça, ils peuvent vraiment te détruire, hein. Moi, franchement, je me demande toujours Dieu comment je peux le faire, quoi. Parce que tout ce que le mec il m'a fait subir, c'est vraiment, vraiment, vraiment. En plus, j'ai jamais été dans des situations comme ça, tu vois. Alors, du coup, ces genres de situations, c'est très dur à endurer. Surtout quand tu as des enfants. Ces gens-là, ils apprennent un petit mono utilisé contre vous. Ils ont fait tout ça, ils ont pour vous faire. Des fois, je me dis, bon Dieu, est-ce que là, je vais mettre mes sous messieurs ça? Parce que messieurs ça, moi, le coup, on qui vient fou. La dernière fois, je me demande s'il a filmé. S'il a pris bagay nan nen. Okay. Comment pile docteur là-dedans, yo. Bon, pas parler comme ça. Mais des fois, je me demande vraiment, vraiment s'il va bien, la façon qu'il réagit, quoi. Je vais dormir, passer une bonne soirée, une bonne journée, hein. Il est quelle heure, là? Laisse-moi voir, il est quelle heure? Oh là là, il est presque 1h du matin. Du coup, ben, tu as eu tes papiers ou pas? Maintenant, tu as eu tes papiers, tu n'as pas d'enfant. Les États-Unis, t'as parti. Moi, mon ex, il me rend dingue. Je focalise. Quand il me faisait chier, il me rendait dingue. Il gardait mes enfants. Pendant qu'il gardait mes enfants, j'ai travaillé du travail. Tu vois, quand les gens pensent qu'ils sont... Moi, c'est une chose avec moi. Je pense que c'est la culture haïtienne. Quand une personne pense qu'ils peuvent te détruire, tu focuses sur des choses que si tu avais les enfants, tu ne pouvais pas faire. C'est ce que je fais en fait. Quand elle va qu'on lave, on je sais où elle a pour à la télé, elle dit oh, c'est pas Anis, c'est pas ci, c'est pas ça. M'a juste ri. Et comme je vais prendre le micro pour parler de tout ce qu'il m'a fait. Je vais les dévoiler en public. Oui, mon nom est Anise, comme l'étoile d'Anise, qu'on met dans le lait pour donner du goût. Oh, tant mieux, hein? Félicitations que tu as eu tes papiers. J'ai eu le mien aussi. Ah là là. Il m'a dit que j'étais avec lui. Oh, désolé. Le mec, il dit toujours, jusqu'à maintenant, après 5 ans, je lui ai donné 3 enfants. Il m'a dit que... Merci. Il m'a dit que j'étais avec lui pour les papiers. Maintenant, je me plains plus. Avant, je dis, mais t'es malade ou quoi? Maintenant, j'ai dit, ok, t'étais avec moi pour les enfants. Ben, j'étais avec toi pour les papiers, 50-50. qu'est-ce qui se passe dans ça? Maintenant, j'ai plus à m'excuser, à dire, oh non, non. Quand les gens me font chier, je dis oui. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Il attend que je dise non, je t'aimais, je t'aimais. Non, je t'aime plus. Plus. Non, j'ai eu 2 enfants pour lui, pas 3. J'ai eu une fille et un garçon. Mon fils, il a 7 ans et ma fille, elle a 5 ans. Et les enfants, ils ressemblent même pas à lui. Mon fils, je dirais mon fils qui ressemble un tout petit peu à lui, mais mon fils, il prend de deux côtés. Ma fille, c'est mon portrait craché. Je pense que c'est pour ça qu'il la frappe. Parce que quand elle est carrément comme moi. Elle a la même personnalité comme moi. Elle me ressemble. Elle a tout pour moi. Et mon fils, il a nous deux. En fait, sa personnalité, c'est moi. Mon fils, c'est un amour. Il est trop, trop, trop doux. En plus, il dit toujours, maman, j'ai pris pour toi, pour que tu sois pas seule. Il dit des choses, franchement, l'enfant, il a tellement l'intelligence. Et ces diables-là, ils devaient jamais avoir d'enfant. Ouais, ils frappent les enfants. T'as pas compris ce que je disais? C'est pour ça que m'a parlé, ah oui? Pourquoi me dis si à battre petit petit là dans tête, petit petit là bas sans en nez? C'est ce que j'étais en train de te dire. Tu penses quand je parle, c'est juste pour parler? Si j'étais pas une femme forte, j'allais devenir folle. Hein? Il frappe la petite dans la tête. La petite, elle a eu une crise. Maintenant, elle a le seizure. T'as pas compris. C'est pour ça il annulait tous les rendez-vous que je prenais. Parce que il connaît un docteur, il connaît après pour qu'il sa ti moun nan gen un bagay là. Mais c'est ça un diablier, oui. C'est pour ça les petits moun mwen yo, pas mene ti moun mwen yo. Parce qu'elle gen l'argent. Pourquoi me dis ça? Ou gars la pot ko vin nan live là, l'aime t'a parler. Pour qui soit pas me vin nan live m'a parler. On vieux chien comme ça, on pense me t'a bali, m't'a bali monsieur attention. Pourquoi il reporter tout ça le fait? Parce que les policiers m'badou l'aime te avel policiers vinn frapper porte moi. Vinn frapper la caille là. L'aime dit ça yo besoin. Yo dit comme ça, il dit, me dit qui ça, il dit policier a chercher support. Me dit support pourquoi? On leur protéger, leur bail police, leur bail département de police, leur un problème yo protéger. Yo vraiment protéger. Ça monsieur ça fait. Parce que police yo protège, mettre l'école là, les connaît, directeur l'école là, c'est yo kal dans tribunal pour lui, ou pas comprendre ça que là. Ou gèle parce que c'est que Haïti qui gagne corruption. Florida son pi vieux pays. Yes. Yes, yo pas coûté, yo menti. Bon ti petit moi en relé yo dit ça, yo pas même vle faire plantation police department. My son said he lay on him, he couldn't breathe. I called to tell the police to make a report. They said they don't want to make the report. It looks like they were playing. I said, no, the child said he almost died. He almost killed him. Yo pale ati moun nan he was there. The police is asking, oh, is that he was just playing with you? They made putting words in the child mouth. You don't understand what I'm dealing with. I'm not fighting one person. I am fighting the police officers. I am fighting the child protection service because they don't do to be honest with you, I don't know who to trust anymore. That's why I put my faith in God. I had four lawyers. My lawyers did boy, I don't when you tell me if I'm not strong, like I can turn crazy. If I could turn crazy, I would be crazy already. You don't know what I've been dealing with. If I wasn't a strong woman, I don't think it's because I'm strong, because there's no such thing. You're so strong for you to deal with nonsense like this. One day you could wake up. God has protected me. No, they don't take it seriously. No, no. I call them more than since 2018. They take it serious when they know where to take it serious. In the Florida, Broward especially is the most corrupt place in Florida. The most corrupt county. A lot of evil people get away with murder. You don't understand. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Li bati moun yo. Ti moun yo te piti yo pa ka pale, li manipile ti moun yo, li abize ti moun yo pa ka di, mi se sa un moun ki te dwe nan prison, he's supposed to be in jail for what he's doing. He got away with murder so much, that's why he kept doing those things. You funny. Pray for him, please. Pray for him so God will. I think this man has an evil spirit. I don't want to do bad too bad. I just want him to. That's why I had a restraining order against him. But he has money. He got a crazy lawyer. I don't tell you he's paying a lawyer almost $500 per hour. Ki moun ki ta pal paye lawyer tout kom sa, si yo ba gen yon bagay pou yo bezon lawyer fo, on lawyer vole menm jave yo. I gen pou l'marche sou moun da s'il pa fe atensyon. Ske at the end of the day, li son neg noa. M konen Etats-Unis, jon yap ba ou wa, se pran yap prepare pou lè ou pon pou yo foute ou nan prison. Thank you. I told you I've been fighting with him since 2018. I don't want nothing from this man. I just want my children. But he is abusing the kids now. He is very, very abusive towards the kids. And the kids are scary to speak to the police. Even my son, he understands. This child is so smart. I don't want to speak about what he's telling me because I don't know if he's watching. You know these people. I have to protect my kids, to be honest. And you know the thing I don't understand, the nanny that he's hired, the nanny also against me. I don't even know the nanny. He controlled them. It's crazy how people can be like little puppy for money. That's what I don't understand. She goes to court. She doesn't even know me. She said I am bitter. Who the hell are you, lady? I left this man. This man wants to come back to me. He is bitter. And that's those women who doesn't know their values and they become crazy when they see a woman respect herself. That's why he cannot move on. He knows who he is. He knows women will put him in trouble. Thank you. When I told you what I'm dealing with, it's not like I want to speak about him. It's what he's doing. That's why you hear me speaking so much about injustice. I've been dealing with injustice for 5 years now. From the school director to the school owner, from the police in plantation to child protection service. Like nothing work, and they supposed to be there to protect you. Nothing work. And I had to speak about it because I feel like the system can set a way to hurt. I don't want to say the system, but the people that they sent. if the person doesn't care, if the person is not a truthful person. I feel like people who's working to protect others, they should really have their heart there, because one's corruption, one a little thing you weak in you can really hurt another person. And that's what I'm dealing right now. And every time that I make a report, they send the same investigator. And the child has, in 2021, the children had the therapy section. They tell to the therapists, to the therapy, in the therapy section, what they've been, the therapy write a letter and release the letter, how the dads beat them in the head, spank them and things like that, slap them in the face. And the therapy give me the letter. I give it to the child protection service investigator. She never contact the therapist till now. And today I called them. I said, if anything happened to my children, I will sue you. I will sue them, and I can tell you. Because they too easily taking things so easy, and they listen to evil spirit people who are not caring for their children. All they care is their money. And instead of them doing their job without listening to those people, listening to the children, they don't do it. He is an evil spirit. Yes, so have a good night, guys. Tomorrow I have to work. And keep me in your prayer. And any woman or man who are dealing with the same situation, I just hope your children is not in it also. Because I can tell you, people always think, oh, abuser, they only abuse adult, but they also abuse their own children. When an abuser, once somebody can abuse adult, can abuse other, they will also abuse children. So be careful. Be careful. Have a wonderful night.